Welcome to the Sage's Workshop. It's your boy King Covington. This is part 2 of my first 30 days in YouTube series, which will be talking about what I left off on last time, what I did right and what I did wrong leading up to where I am right now in my YouTube channel. Let's jump right in. First thing I did was check to see if my camera was 1080p on my phone. I didn't want to invest in a camera not knowing whether or not I was going to be doing this for a while. So dropping a couple $100 for a camera just didn't seem right to me. But I also didn't want poor video quality. Luckily enough, my LG Stylo, my phone had 1080p quality, so we were already good to go. Next, I was worried about my lighting, and then I realized there's no need to buy soft boxes or lighting fixtures when you can just buy like 100-watt light bulbs and maybe a lamp or two if you don't have any at home. Personally, I just come outside to get my lighting from the sun, because what greater source of even coated lighting than that? But if you do want to spend a little cash because you want to do your filming on the inside, definitely just go grab a couple lamps if you don't have any, or some brighter light bulbs, and with some good placement you can go ahead and achieve the lighting quality that you need for your video. I was going to need great sound quality, or not great, but at least good. I wanted people to be able to hear me in my videos, because I've listened to other people's videos where the video might not have been too bad, but I couldn't really hear what he or she was saying, so I just kind of dismissed the video, and I didn't want that to happen to me. So all I did was just grab my the cord that came with my Beats headphones, because any mic is better than no mic at all. Then you got to think, all right, what's the next step? For me, I figured, well, once I started putting up videos, I need to just be telling everyone I know about what I'm doing. Shameless advertisement is a must here. There's no need to not tell people who supposedly already like you what you're doing. So there's no reason to be embarrassed about telling people to at least go give your video a watch and see if they like it. Because what's wrong with that? You got to get some traction somehow, so you got to start somewhere. Monetize. There's no reason not to monetize. At the very least, if you make some money, it'll just be there, and if you don't, you don't. Even if and if you care about the money, obviously you're gonna monetize. But especially for those people who don't care, there's still no reason not to at least just switch that switch and give your videos the ability to get some ad revenue. Why not? If you really care about the cash flow, you can catch videos from people like Roberto Blake or video influencers who really tell you how to maximize those gains. Again, keeping with the template of me spending zero money starting my channel, instead of purchasing a editing software, I just use the YouTube editor that's built into the site. Yeah, it's a little clunky and annoying to deal with, but it does get the job done, and it's pretty damn efficient. Then you can establish your channel as brand safe, which is a term that pretty much just means don't do too much swearing or anything too wild, and it'll keep your channel available for receiving wholesale ad revenue, instead of them trying to narrow you down to a specific target where you might not get as many ads as possible. But as long as you're not going all over the place with the vulgarity or the lewd behavior, you should be pretty coastline for being able to get a wide variety of advertisements. You just got to practice, get better, be genuine. That was like the biggest part for me. I wasn't practicing when we started putting videos up. My wife would just tell me to practice, and I was a scrub and I didn't. So I would just come out here and shoot a video and bring it to her, and then she'd spend like 3 hours editing because it'd be semi-trash, but she would get it up there and make it look okay. But I don't do that anymore. I come out here and I shoot a few times. I make some scripts. I try to hone it in before I get in front of the camera, and by the time you guys see it, she's done an amazing job making me look as great as possible. Which leads me right into my next tip, is there's no need to do this by yourself unless you absolutely want to. If you can get a partner or a team together, it just makes the journey through YouTube so much easier, because then you'll just have all hands on deck getting the job done. Not that it's impossible to do it by yourself, but it's, especially in the beginning at least, significantly easier. Even if you're only releasing like a video a week, doing that much research or getting all your editing done or just having another set of eyes on top of things definitely helps the whole process run way more smoothly. Quality is just not that important. Quantity is the best. Like, we just put out as many videos as we could as fast as possible so that people could just see them, and then we could get some sort of feedback on what was working and what isn't. And that's the best for the beginning. Later on, obviously, quality is going to outweigh everything, but in the beginning, if you could just get a bunch of stuff out there just so you can get some sort of knowledge of what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, I think that's just a much better thing. I think I did that right by putting out just volume instead of trying to work so much on the perfect 5 videos. But what I didn't do right though is because for me personally, I'm trying to get my channel to grow at a pretty fast rate, and I'm not riding the internet properly. I'm not hitting on the hot topics like I should be, which I'm going to have to start doing just a bit at least to really get that traction in the YouTube algorithm. Because if you watch Matt Pat, the game theorist video on the YouTube on how to be successful on YouTube, he definitely breaks it down on if you ride the web and tag your videos properly and make the proper titles and the perfect thumbnails, it does help you gain that much more traction to get you into the trending sections and the feature sections, and that will help your channel grow. And that's where I have to do too. I have to get my channel out there to be seen so that when I want to give my message out to everybody, I can actually hit the amount of people that I'm trying to target. I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I'll be getting back with you with the 3rd video and even more detail into how I personally set up, film, record, and the process I go through, so you can see exactly what I do when I go through my process to bring a video to you. And thank you for venturing into the Sage's Workshop. Peace.